Welcome back on the AM show. Truly heartwarming stuff. And I was just watching the footage with some of those children with gnarled toes and everything. Imagine having to walk barefoot throughout. When you have the privilege of using shoes, footwear, you take some of these things for granted. But Access Bank coming to the rescue of these communities, especially the children. And as I followed, over 2,500 car tires and over 13,000 of them getting to benefit. Well, to expand on that, we have joining us in the studio Oluwaseun David Akindele. He is Head Corporate Communications and Brand Management with Access Bank Ghana PLC. Oluwaseun.
Thank you, Benjamin. Good morning to you and your lovely viewers. Let me say a very big thank you to you for inviting us here. And I also want to acknowledge my MD, Olatunji, for spurring us on to work on this initiative. Yes.
This could be looked at as some sort of corporate social responsibility, but especially coming around this time, it means more.
Yes.
Because this is a season of giving, of sharing, and all of that. But how did this even start? How did this even come about, this idea, oh, let's target this community and let's provide sandals for them? How did this start?
Interestingly, for Access Bank, we are driven by sustainability. It forms part of our cardinal principles. And what we also choose to do at Access Bank is to, first of all, look at the communities we operate in. And through that, we run initiatives or campaigns around environments we operate in, really. And under 4 key areas of health, of education, of enterprise, and environment. So the simple concept of waste is useful came to our mind, to say waste is not waste until you waste it. And it's driven by something we also had internally as a bank, that you can actually convert waste to wealth. You know, there are a lot of facets to this. So a simple idea of car tires in the bank, of the bank's staff cars. The tires are not going to be used anymore, will be discarded. The whole idea was very simple. It just came up, management bought into it, and we ran with it. And how do we start this? We say to ourselves that we can't do it all by ourselves, we have to partner. So we partner with a company called Chain of Freak. Through that engagement, we realized that one simple car tire, one of your car tire, can actually provide 5 school sandals for 5 children somewhere in Ghana. That's how we kicked off. And before we knew it, everybody bought into it, our staff and our customers as well. And of course, our online social media community. So it's been exciting so far, yes.
Interesting stuff. You know, back in the day, I mean, these are not so common nowadays, but back in the day, we called them Afro Moses. So they used to be much heavier. I noticed that you've made them, if I may be a little naughty, you've made them look sexy. They are pretty light now and all of that. Back then, it was pretty heavy if you had to use them. But this is quite an initiative. Let's talk about the target communities. How did they receive this, especially the children? I was looking at these children having to walk with their bare feet. No one wants to do that. No one who has the means wants to do that. What was their reaction?
So interesting, I'm sure you can see from the footages, they were excited. I think for us as a bank as well, part of our joy is to see that these children can have smiles on their faces from a very simple idea. And to touch on the fact that the sandals have become very quality, and to be honest with you, it's a local company who's done that. So part of this initiative also is to support local industry, shoemaking industry. If I put let me say a Horseman shoe logo on that sandal, you would buy it for a good price. So it's not just what we call the Afro Moses back in the days. It's now a quality, affordable, and durable sandal for these school children. And how did we come about this community, these schools? We wanted to focus on those who are really deprived. So for a start, we've kicked off this initiative with 10 schools, across 5 regions in Ghana, 2 schools each for now. But in the next 3 to 5 years, if I have to re-echo the voices of my management, this will be done in the next 3 to 5 years. So we can reach and target more schools across Ghana, yes.
Speaking of targeting more schools, you've mentioned some numbers. Is this something that, I mean, is this the first one you've done?
Yes, this is the first one. Initiative just was bettered about a few months ago. And I think we've given about 1,000 school sandals to commemorate this year's Sustainability Awareness Week. And it's something that will happen next year as well. It will happen in the year after and the year after. For what we want to achieve really is to make Africa a better place. So we're not just touching Ghana. Our plan is also to expand this to our subsidiaries across 20 other countries in Africa, to ensure that children in those schools, in those places are also affected. Interestingly, over 20 million school children across Africa go to school without sandals. So let's say Ghana is about 5 to 10% of that. And we are doing something great and something good together, yes.
Now, I just want to avert your mind to this as well, even as we talk about people in such communities and including students who go to school probably without. There are also schools under trees, and we use this platform to, you may not be aware of it, we have some of the highest numbers of schools under trees. We've been exposing some of them in our schools of shame. The recent one somewhere, I think in Mepe, in the Volta region, Christ the Answer RC Basic School. So even as you do these, yeah, I'm throwing it out there, who knows, Oliver Twist, we may want more. I know the MTN Foundation and others are putting up schools and all of that. Maybe that is another leg. I'm not saying stop with this, but that could be another leg of your corporate social responsibility. So if I asked you what next, what would you say? Beyond all of this, should we expect greater numbers in terms of those who are to get sandals, an expansion maybe across the regions, as many as you can target? What can we look forward to?
So what next for us on this particular project is to expect larger numbers, truthfully. From the time we conceived the idea, just about a few months ago, to the time we executed in October, we could only do 1,000 school sandals. But I can tell you for a fact that a lot more tires are still coming in, not just from our staff, from our customers. I want to say a big shout out to Moments and After, also Pro Wheels and KFS, some of our customers who donated tires in large numbers to us. And also our friends on the social media community for Access Bank. So once we get the raw materials here, I mean waste, I mean tires, which is waste. Once we get that, there's no stopping us. And you can hear from the managing director's commitment as well to say we're here for the long haul when it comes to this initiative. And also to interest you on the activities around supporting schools. As part of our CSR activity as well, Access Bank has what we call the EVP, Employee Volunteering Program, which of course we've championed for a long time. And most of the focus areas have always been education and health. So I'm not going to shy away from that. Expect more from Access Bank, from the bank itself, and also from the staff of Access Bank, supporting education across Ghana, yes.
So it is a Sandal More campaign. Access Bank taking this on. I always say that, imagine if all the big corporate entities in our country all did something little, no matter how small. So Access Bank does something, that other entity does something, that other bank does something. Put it together, our society would be a much better place. And like I keep saying, everywhere you go in the world, the top 3%, the top 3 wealthy percent, they control wealth that over 50% of the population does not have. How about we share? And especially in this season, that is really heartwarming. A few things you said that got my attention. Waste is useful. Waste is only waste if you don't use it, or waste is only waste if you waste it, yes. And you can convert waste to wealth. And these are all things that we should take in stock. Some of us with our background from both ends, things like food, we don't waste them. We don't waste anything. So this, of course, resonates with us. Any final words, Oluwaseun? So
final words for me is to tell everybody watching us to please support us, bring your raw materials to us, your tires, used tires as well.
Where can they take them? Any Access Bank branch?
No, for Accra, to our head office.
Head office.
Yes, and ask of a lady called Eunice. I wish I could.
Where is your head office located? So they will know.
Accra Sports Stadium, yes.
Okay.
And if you're in Kumasi or the Ashanti region, you have to go to the Hawunjo branch to donate your tires to us, and they will get it to us in Accra, and we'll begin the process. Yes, I want to say a very big thank you to everybody, and to you, Ben, and also everybody joining us for your support over the years on things we've done. And I say a very big Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to our customers, management of Access Bank and staff, and of course, those who love us. Thank you. All
right. Thank you, Access Bank, as well. We love you and we love what you're doing, at least in all these spheres. Oluwaseun David Akindele is Head Corporate Communications and Brand Management, Access Bank Ghana PLC. Do stay with us. There's a lot more action coming your way on the AM show. We'll be talking about the Catholic Relief Services. A research by that institute or that grouping and its allies has shown that malnutrition, and in particular micronutrient deficiencies and their public health consequences, have huge economic or socioeconomic results. In Ghana, according to a recent demographic survey in 2022, it evinced that more than 1 out of every 3 women has an iron deficiency related to anemia. And 49% of children under 5 are anemic. And again, that anemia is in 51%, prevalent in 51% of pregnant women. How do we resolve all of this? The Catholic Relief Services joins us for a conversation right up next.